25 years, and there's a lot I've learned about the profession. And my hope is that the content here is going to make you a better coach, regardless of your skill level, how long you've been coaching. But I want to share with you some things that I've learned along the way. The definition offered by the Association for Coaching is or defines coaching as a collaborative, solutions-based, results-oriented, and systematic process in which the coach facilitates the enhancement of work performance, life experience, self-directed learning, and the personal growth of the coachee. So I like the definition overall, and whether or not you define it as a coachee, as a client, as you a student, as whoever you're working with, there's components of this definition I like. First of all, it's solutions based or solutions focused. What is it that we want to solve within our relationship as coach to coachee? Secondly, the word process. Process has a beginning, a middle, and the end. So I like to know where I am with the client in the process, how to begin it, what we focus on, and even have to wrap up or end the engagement. And finally, personal growth. That's what I'm hoping from the client, that the client gains some level of insight, that the coachee all of a sudden goes from point A to point B because they've understood or understand something more about themselves. And I like to think that I, as a coach, am also growing as the relationship between us expands. So where do you find coaches? Well, think of situations where you had to learn new information or processes or needed to develop a financial, a physical, a technical, or a people skill, right? Think of those moments. Who are your coaches in those situations? And think about your life. Think about your professional career. Think about you personally as you grew up in school. And you probably had a lot of different coaches along the way. You may have engaged a public speaking coach because that's what executives need to develop, public speaking. And we've all had career coaches, people who we work through ideas. I'm an executive coach. I'm also define myself as a leadership coach. So sometimes I could take a more than just one coaching role. You probably work with health and wellness coaches, you leadership coaches, relationship coaches. They're intertwined in many different ways. Then there are business coaches. I worked with a business coach for 3 months after leaving corporate America. Nutrition coaches, people help you with diet. We've all probably experienced sports coaches in our lives, people to help you formulate our talents. Financial coaches, financial advisors, life coaches, spiritual coaches, the people who guide us in different capacities in different ways. Parental coaching, helping us become better parents. Academic coaching, those that help us with our mindset, those that help us manage stress. So within this range of coaching, think about what are their common characteristics. We'll start out with the next segment.